Greetings, Grapple fans. Reginald Kensington III here, bringing you a tag team bout featuring first the team of MBM and Justin Invincible. It's been a while since we've seen either of these two competitors on LDM Wrestling's YouTube page, and thank you so much for joining us here and joining the almost 4,000 subscribers that we have visiting our page on a regular basis. MBM, the Belgian, Justin Invincible out here, already getting right in the crowd's face, but they have a absolute uphill task as the formidable tag team of Alan Lee Travis and La Sombra will be their opponents today. But as I've said, it's been a while since we've seen MBM. It's been a while since we've seen Just Invincible. So let's see how this tag team will work together, what they will bring to this tag team bout, and can they coexist with one another? Because these two individuals do not usually compete next to each other. They usually try and compete opposite each other. So we'll see how they do today. Invincible, not loved by this crowd. Well, equally not loved by this crowd is MBM, so clearly the crowd not particularly enamored with this team. And let's get their opponents out, of course. The British heavyweight champion, Alan Lee Travis, in the red jacket and crawling like a snake with the fantastic mask on, is of course the wonderful, influenced by so much, Ultima Sombra. Ultima Sombra then, such a high flyer, so many unique moves from this masked man. It should be a tremendous tag team encounter. But it's Alan Lee Travis coming to the ring, title belt in hand. Ultima Sombra then, his partner. And I'll tell you something, the master of the frog splash and the Travis effect leg drop come together for this fantastic tag team bout. Once again, folks, welcome along to LDN Wrestling on YouTube. We thank you in advance for subscribing to our channel, and go ahead and enable notifications by clicking the bell in the top right hand corner. That will get you notified each and every time LDM Wrestling promotes brand new content, which we do on a very frequent basis. We love hearing your comments and seeing you interact with our product, so please go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know what you thought of this match. And of course, let us know who your favorite and least favorite LDN superstars are. And they will be reading along with you. And just a little bit of advice for you: if it's not a Kit Knox match, don't comment for other people, because Kit Knox has been known to get in the chat. LDN's own Alan Lee Travis then keeping Invincible and MBM at bay, and it will be the Belgian MBM and Travis about to lock horns. Big collar and elbow tie-up, but before they could get there, MBM cuts Travis down with a big kick to the stomach, and now MBM unloads a right hand firmly onto the jaw of Travis. Continuing his onslaught is the Belgian right here, and now attacking the neck. Very fast start right there, and Ultima Sombra is barged off the apron, and he's now trying to get in the ring, distracting the official, but it's just Invincible then who comes in and takes Alan Lee Travis, holds him down right there. Sombra distracting the referee for no real reason. He was frustrated, of course, but it seemingly backfired on his team. MBM Irish whips Travis into the corner. Travis leaps over MBM, delivers a beautiful clothesline. There's a spinning back elbow. Big body slam. MBM sent down. Travis falls on top of him, goes for the cover. Invincible breaks it up, and here comes Sombra. Things are unhinged very quickly right here. Sombra and Travis with their respective corners. Travis is up. Sombra's up. Listen to the crowds. The 10 punches of doom by Travis and Sombra. And now the crowd continuing their crazy noise. MBM and Justin Invincible taking each other out. And Justin Invincible exits the ring, leaving MBM to fight for himself. Now Travis with the arm wringer on MBM. Holds the arm in place. Ultima Sombra on the top rope. Somewhere where that masked man is so comfortable. Takes out the arm of MBM. And now Sombra in the corner with MBM. Look at these strikes. Right hands, back elbows. There's a standing line and there's another back elbow. Snapmare takeover. Hits the ropes. Beautiful single leg drop kick right there from Sombra. Just a bare 2 count right there. MBM reaching for the tag. Sombra cutting off the ring. Real nicely done there. Notice how Sombra brings MBM back to his corner. Travis comes in. Russian leg sweep by Travis. And now look at this. Travis hits the ropes. Twice. Low angled leg drop. Goes for a cover. Kick out by MBM. Travis standing snapmare takeover right now. Hits the ropes. Leg drop from Travis. And again a cover. Travis needs to put a little bit more weight on the shoulders of MBM. But again, MBM is in trouble here as Sombra and Travis are really demonstrating some good teamwork. Big double hip toss. And a combined elbow drop. Great work from this makeshift tag team. 2 count right there, Sombra on MBM. I will say LDN does not have tag team championships anymore. Way back in the day, of course, LDN did have the tag team trophy, which was held for a long time by a wonderful tag team called Project Future. However, lately, tag team wrestling has been more of a special feature for LDN wrestling, and that is what we are bringing you right now, with Sombra and Travis teaming up against Justin Invincible and MBM in the ring, but it was outside the ring. Invincible, and there's a big cutter. Sombra landing on his head. Invincible got himself involved in this bout as Travis and Sombra were dominating. Invincible felt the need to insert himself, and now MBM is back delivering some blows to the masked face of Ultima Sombra. And again, Invincible getting involved on the outside. Travis is again trying to get in the ring. The referee forcing him to the outside. And Invincible snakes his way back to the corner. MBM had Sombra on his knees, but Sombra starts to fight back. Now Sombra hits the ropes. MBM takes him out quickly. And a quick cover. This could be over. Or it could be a 1 count. You never know in LDM wrestling. Now we're seeing Justin Invincible tagged in for the first time in quite some time. That's not to say he hasn't been involved in the action, as a reverse Irish whip sends MBM into Sombra, and Sombra felt full force of that. And Invincible now covering the shoulders, but he forgot about the legs, and Sombra is able to kick out. Well, this crowd fully behind Ultima Sombra, a chance of Let's Go reverberating through the arena, but a spinning sidewalk slam by Invincible, and there's the cover. Just a 2 count. Notice the ring positioning of Justin Invincible as he pins Sombra with Sombra's head towards Invincible's corner. And now a nice, well, it's like a headlock almost. Sombra trying to get free from this, and now MBM tagged in. Knife edge chop. Right hand right behind the referee. These are close fist strikes. And the referee then, oh, and it's blocked. Sombra getting his own back and a high angle chop from both men. MBM seemingly has had enough. Desperately asking for a rest and gets poked in the eyes. And I'll tell you, when you wear a mask in professional wrestling, sometimes the eye holes are covered, but when they are not, they are your only source of sensory input from your face. You don't have too much peripheral vision. And MBM and Justin Invincible have been given a public warning for that blatant disregard of the rules. And in fact, MBM has tagged out. He's so frustrated. And Invincible comes in, laying the boots into Ultima Sombra in the corner. And Invincible driving that foot into Sombra. Well, a public warning, of course, is a first warning. On the third public warning, there will be a disqualification. So the referee has been keeping a close eye on that. Nice suplex. Invincible turns into a cover. Sombra kicking out yet again. Now Invincible picks up Sombra. European uppercut sends him into MBM. And now MBM tagged in. Sombra has been in the ring for a long time. Travis can't get back in the ring for whatever reason. Sombra now taken up for a suplex. He lands on his feet. Tremendous athleticism. Ducks through. And now Travis is brought into the ring. Takes down MBM. Takes down Invincible. Boot to MBM. Throws MBM into Invincible. And causes Invincible to drop a DDT on MBM. Now Travis with Invincible set. Oh, and he's taken out by MBM, who came in right at the last second. Now the MBM and Invincible team Irish whip Travis. They go for a double clothesline. Travis breaks through and clotheslines both men down. Travis effect leg drop on MBM, but he's not the legal man. Invincible thrown out. MBM is the legal man. I apologize, but it's Ultima Sombra who is climbing up top. The master of the frog splash. Ultima Sombra. Froggy style. And it's all over here in this tag bout. A tremendous tag team contest here for LDM Wrestling on YouTube. Ultima Sombra and the British champion Alan Travis picking up the victory. Just enough time, folks, to tell you to head over to ldmwrestling.com, where you can find out information about LDM Wrestling coming to a town or city near you and how to get tickets. That's ldmwrestling.com. But from me, Reginald Kensington III, good night, Grapple fans. Thanks for watching.